Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another Island Church Weekly podcast. I am joined as ever by Pastor Will. How you doing today, brother?
It's a good day, Matt. It's just beautiful weather. It's a good time to be in Taberty. We're post Easter and things are moving along. It's just a great time of the year.
Yep, absolutely, man. It really, really is coming out off Easter. Lots of still things moving along though. So, how was Sunday at Island Church? Give us the quick rundown.
Yeah, we had we had some additional guests this week. People that live in the area that are newer to the area. We had some young families. I think we had a 3-month-old in our service this week. We had about that, maybe a little bit older the week before. So that's a good thing, and we just want to make sure we're doing a good job connecting with them. And so I'm going to talk about a book here in just a minute, but that kind of deals with that. But it was a good service. Annie was out; she's in South Carolina. I actually picked her up today, and she's been doing the grandmother duties to our eighth grandson, our grandchild, which is a grandson named Russell Hayes. He took my middle name, and so that's a good thing. So we had a good time. I was up there a couple of days, and but Sunday was a good day. Missed her, but our people did a great job. Marcia Fox did a great job, as she always does, filling in, and our people greeting people and welcoming them and talking to them after. And we added a person this week that
Oh, that's awesome.
could have helped us with. We had new members. We talked about that. We introduced those, and then some of our guests. One of our guests was about 6'8" and played football at Miami of Ohio, and then looked at a professional career. And so, if we were well protected this week. So anyway, it was just our people just did a great job. I just want to thank our people again for making that couple that was here feel welcome. Another couple that's engaged that was with us, and so it's just our people just do a great job with that. And
They really
it
do.
was a good Sunday. And then I think the message kind of hit. I spoke on hope, thinking post resurrection, and we're ambassadors of hope, and we're the delivery for the hope. And we do that when we get out there with people, engage with them. And then I talked about the idea of ready, set, go, and I
Mm,
shared a story with my daughter. But sometimes, we think God's given us an assignment. We're just not ready, not ready. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. One more question, one more question. And sometimes you just have to go. And for our church to really move forward, as it moves forward into this new phase, phase of its life cycle in our new facilities, our people are going to be doing all kinds of things maybe they've never done before, but using the skills that they have in the past, and maybe they've never done through the church. And so sometimes it's just ready, set, go.
that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have a new series launching this week called Identity. Do you want to give folks a little bit of a preview of what's coming up with this new series?
Oh, I'll be happy to. Subtitling this identity, seeing ourselves more clearly. Man, I really believe that we live out our lives and make a lot of our decisions based on how we see ourselves. And it really, we know that there's a big part of our formation that happens when we're young, but also as we grow in Christ, we want to make sure we're getting our identity from Christ, and see ourselves clearly as He does. And so, as we get more clear about who we are in Christ, and that we get greater clarity on that, I think that helps us be more mature in our faith. It helps us be more mature in our relationships. It's more mature in how we engage with people. We get to be more Christ-like because we want to understand who we are. And so there'll be different facets of these. I'm not sure if I'll be in this series 4 weeks, maybe as many as 6 weeks. I'm sketching out different ideas, and I've been thinking about doing this for quite a while. And I really think it kind of fits because all of us, whether we're consider ourselves highly successful or really struggling or whatever it is, we're always operating in terms of how we engage with people, how we see ourselves, and we want to see ourselves more clearly. So I'm really, really looking forward
That's going to be a
to
fun
this. And
series.
so invite a friend, and certainly invite a friend, and because everyone is trying to figure out life and is trying to figure out who they are, even if they've been very successful in some particular area. You think about sports stars, Matt, and often those professional careers are very short. But then who are they the rest of their life, the
Right,
vast
right.
majority of their life, now that the lights are off and the cameras are off? And so whether you're younger trying to figure this out, or you're newly retired and trying to figure this out, I just think it's a big issue for all of us. And I think it'll be a series that really connects with people.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a great one. I mean, yeah, you're right. No matter where you are in your journey with Christ, it's going to be a play, or it's going to be a series that helps you kind of reground that and that identity. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, what else is coming up in the life of the church folks need to know about outside of just our Sunday morning gatherings?
Well, we're following up with people that have given us feedback from the Easter egg hunt, and even one from the sunrise service. So we're following up with some guests. We've had some people make some appointments, and we're following up with some of them in terms of just written communications as well. We've had some people stop by the office It kind of doesn't happen a whole lot, but that's been even happening a little bit. And so we're just trying to follow up with those people. We're taking some input regarding our facility. Some of our people will know that we took a survey. We developed an online survey, and thank you, Matt, for helping us with that and with the QR code. And tonight, actually, in our facility, tonight we're filming a little bit early, filming Tuesday this week, as opposed to when people will get this. But tonight we'll probably have another 150 people in our building with Terra Verde community through the group that's called themselves Next, thinking about this project on the front part of the island and trying to have an influence on that. And so this is the third time they've been with us. And so we'll pass out those cards tonight and put them in the chairs and let them give us some feedback. It also let them know what we were doing. I was really encouraged. Let me share one thing that Jolene was sharing with me yesterday. We looked at the cards from the feedback from the small survey that we did. Didn't have many questions, but over and over again, we gave them a list and said, choose 3 of these.
Yeah.
Person after person after person chose way more than 3 and said, can we just choose them all? There is a need. And so I think you can testify to that as well.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of excitement in the community around what the Cove Community Center could be for Island Church, and really just for the island in general, in terms of a way for people to get connected. I will say I saw some stuff come in for some excitement around maybe some indoor pickleball courts. I think come July and August, that indoor air conditioned, shaded, covered space with coffee right next door is going to be a really attractive place to come play pickleball. So yeah, I think I'm calling my shot right now. I think that's going to be a pretty big hit with the island and some of the folks on the island. So
are you trying to get an inside track to your time to play pickleball, Matt? Is that what's going on here?
That's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm really just trying to tee it up for myself to play more pickleball. So it'll be a good time. All right, good stuff. Well, how can folks be praying for the church this week? What's one quick way they could be praying?
Well, we're praying in terms of just follow up with people. We're in a unique situation where we have particularly guests that come, but maybe everybody that comes in the door is actually looking to be greeted warmly, and we do a great job with that. They're also looking around saying, is there anybody here like me? Yeah. And so it's really, really hard right now because we don't have a lot of younger families and with small kids. Like I said, we had a 3-month-old this week. And so they're looking around and say, well, I liked everything, but it's not for me. And so we're in this unique time. Once we get the facility, that we'll be able to reach people in some more bunches and have more. But right now we really do need, and our people should pray that God would bring along a person or 2 or 3 or 2 or 3 families that would come be a foundation. And then we're going to need someone to take some lead in this particular role. There's probably some people out there right now in our church that can kind of help organize some of these people as they come in, to follow up with them and then start putting them together, because the people that are coming, they do have friends. And if they come one week, they don't know who came last week and who came the week before. And so it's kind of gets spread out, which makes it difficult. It's just a reality. But if they would pray that God would give us a person or 2 or 3 that would kind of serve as a core for what's coming in the life of our church, and also for that person that would provide leadership to this particular area of our ministry. And I have some people that I want to talk to about this, but God can be impressed upon their hearts as well. And so that's a significant part, because we want to become a multi-generational church, more like the island. We love everyone that walks through the door and different stages of life. But we want to see the full gamut of people on the island reached. As we develop some strong people provide leadership in a strong group together, it's easier to reach new people with a group. So yeah, it's hard to be that first person, that second person, that third person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a great way that folks can be taking the next step and praying for the church this week. Pastor Will, thank you so much for the time. And we will see everyone back here next week on the Island Church Weekly Podcast. Have a good one.